Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. The second half of the version 2.4 quest is finally here. And boy, oh boy, I've heard it's a damn good one. Alright, sure, we'll turn on focus mode, whatever that does. And now let's go ahead and start this quest. All I remember from version 2.4 is that it was an absolute banger of an overall experience, and so I'm super excited to see how this one compares. They ended us on a bit of a cliffhanger with that prior experience, you know, the whole stuff going on with Cristoforo. We of course have Lupa ready to go with her best in slot team because she was the star of that prior patch. Oh, and now Lupa's gonna meet Lupa.
You've come, warrior.
Oh, she's so happy. Well, we did just win that entire tournament. So that does make sense. Oh, we got Arsenosa. Why does the Echo have jiggle physics?
The mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong,
bro, what are they
the
doing?
Unyielding and the battle-hardened.
Yo, bro,
Only
what are they
those
doing?
she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming.
Okay.
But she is still an echo and can't talk.
But Lorelei can.
These sounds.
Hey, yo. Am I the only one that
What
thought
is it?
that looked a little
Did you
bit
feel
goofy?
something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
Do we have
The Veil
compasses?
of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest.
Mm-hmm.
But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone.
It seems like Wuthering Waves is doing the Fate collab better than HSR2. Yeah, they did Natlan better than Genshin, and they're doing the Fate collab better than HSR.
To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Septimontians is a lot better than Natlanese, that's for certain.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered and distinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time.
Abby has been completely missing during this entire quest, right? Abby got like, has Abby actually been here? I feel like I haven't noticed him.
But
Yeah.
now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
Okay.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
What the hell is she holding? I'm keen to find out. I'm happy to go with my fellow warrior. Why does she look like that? That smile, brother. That is such a nice, like, that could be like a live 3D wallpaper. A live 2D wallpaper right there. All right. Yep, I'm happy to go with the fellow warrior.
Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something.
Yeah, she's supposed to end the world. Yeah, she's carrying, like, a disease
Anyway,
inside of her.
It's no matter. Let's continue.
Yeah, she just does. Yeah. I guess she's just not. She just doesn't want to talk about it. Flames of the Hearts. All right, let's go.
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
Okay, they didn't make that voice line very long. Perfect. Was that serious? I'm supposed to just like...
Why are so many appearing all at once?
Okay, what was that?
I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just a...
Okay. Yeah, they need to work on making those dialogues shorter, buddy. Maybe I should just start walking. I should just stop flying.
You are from my homeland.
Bro, did her neck just crack? Bro, is she growing mushrooms? Wait, she's turning into one of, like, the pilgrim shells.
That girl just now. That was Mia.
I've got to figure
Closer
out
to
what
the
the
Veil of
parallels
Glory.
are between these two
The more
characters.
the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it.
It makes sense why the lioness was going towards the veil.
Cardathia arrived in Septimont alone. Not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her.
The lioness was like the only constant between the two. Like the lioness and Lupa.
If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thenodian, which should be dead.
So that's how Cartithia's character trailer ended up weaving into the story. Because Cartithia's character showcase is where we find out that the Thenodian is actually still alive. And so I guess it caused this entire situation.
Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thenodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Thenodian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunese, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there, and it was there she vanished.
So all I'm hearing is Septimont's only in danger because they decided to let in foreigners. Is that the key takeaway from this Kuro games? Is that the final truth of this chapter of the story?
Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Thenodian's corruption.
Yeah, because if Mia never came here, then there would have been nothing to corrupt, right?
Thelova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey.
It does seem like Septimont, whatever Mia did or whatever ended up happening to her, didn't seem to change Septimont very much.
If the Mia I see is under the Thenodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa,
Oh,
I
fuck
sensed what
this.
felt like Cardathia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thenodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of the story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have
I mean, we
forgotten?
saw them meet up
Did
together.
they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thenodian's influence?
She's been a covert agent this entire time, brother?
Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong?
This feels like one of the most, like, complex stories that are, like, in a gacha, to be honest.
Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
Now this actually looks like one of those dating sims, not gonna lie. Yeah. It's like the way that the dialogue is, like, happening right now and, like, how it's framed. Yeah, trust her, speak your mind. Hey, fuck it. Hey, if the Thenodian's in there, who cares? Hey, we'll just tell her.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cardathia, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago.
Fair.
I don't know if it's the Thenodian's work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior?
Is she saying to go do something to her in Minecraft? Just finish it right there? Just re-roll her?
You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
Oh, yeah. She wants to go 0-1.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Oh, damn. That's fucking deep. That's deep.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
Do we trust her, though? That's the thing. Didn't he just
It
express
doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or
his
yet to unfold.
skepticism?
I'll trust my own
That was a nice
judgments
wink,
to
though.
guide where it must go.
I wonder what Cartithia has been doing this whole time. Don't worry, we've got Lupa's enhanced sprint, boys. Check it out. Boom!
Those
She's going hella
blades,
fast.
Spears and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes.
Who the fuck used
We
this one?
have a tradition.
Oh, I was supposed to let that play. Whoopsies. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the... Okay. Through endless battles in the surging dark tide, kin and warmth were lost, and all softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes was the sight of white flowers blooming across barren fields. How fragile, how beautiful, he sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discord's weight. Oh. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A quiet, sorrowful voice hums from the halberd's axe. All I see are greatswords here. No one knew why she sought the battlefield, only to escape another. Yeah, there's not a halberd here, though. She shed her gold, tore away the honor binding her, and turned her back on the proud house that shackled her, rejecting the eyes that followed her. This silence, it is my victory, she laughed, charging into the dark tide. Oh. These guys are these guys are kind of Giga Chads. These guys are kind of Giga Chads. Who did this blade belong
This
to?
is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on.
Brother, I'm always of the frame of mind that Hercules has to be like one of the worst names I've ever heard.
Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back.
Hey, yo, what's Arsinosa trying to do, though? Why is she walking up like that?
Intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons.
Why are you walking up to us like that?
Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing.
Are we getting another 5-star weapon?
It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator.
Huh?
Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks.
We communicate through swords?
Power. Needs pain.
Bro, these things are not intimidating. They look like minor nuisances. Like, surely they should have gotten some bosses that, or some enemies that look like a little bit more menacing, right? Yeah, bring in the Karasaur.
The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
I've seen people that are covered in it.
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Gather the recollection of heroes. Okay. What's up with fusion characters and their clothes disappearing when their forte is full? Bro's got the judgment cut.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Was Arsinosa supposed to have been helping us during that entire fight? She's just sitting here doing nothing, bro. Oh, looks like we got magical powers, buddy boy. Hey, is Arsinosa like our Echo too? I feel like Rover probably has some history with whatever that thing is.
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here.
Oh dear.
Let's go.
Why'd she say it like that? Why did she say it like that? Yeah, I'd be staring too. I'd be staring too after she just said it like that. The fuck? Pause. Wait, pause.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Holy moly, we're in a fucking spaceship, bro. We're in a spaceship. What is this shit? We're in Honkai Star Rail. Oh, she's going schizo. That was cool. Why'd you blow it up?
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
Oh. What in God's name?
Not just knowledge. I'm still on the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Did he just punch the Mia out of her?
Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
So that's why she was
Adapt as
floating
required.
menacingly.
I believe in you, warrior.
Oh, do we have to fight her now?
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish.
It has to be Christopher.
Dream deeply in my fiction. On the stage of a repeating tale.
Oh God.
Waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
That looks disgusting.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The core will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
golden star full of mercy.
This definitely beats a
Pray
black
tell
screen
me.
with white text.
As past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
I don't really know what I was looking at, but all I know is that it was pretty fucking... That was pretty fucking Supremo. I'm still not really sure what's happening. Okay, she's clearly outside of the veil.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands.
That was the thing that Bu Ling gave him,
This
right?
feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage.
Why does she sound evil now?
The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Kartathea. I can't be in the real world. This
So
is
she
a
got her
scenario
memory
created
back.
by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Kartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, the half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes. This scenario is like a book of plays.
So does that mean Kartathea went into the Sonaro?
Each world in the scenario is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Kartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Kartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory.
So was Rover in a story as well?
The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off.
So it was all Sonaros this entire time?
That's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Kartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters.
Okay, I guess it's time to go sewer
I
jumping.
won't let your trust be misplaced.
Yo, that's a sick transition. Wait, so is this the first time that WuWa has made like a different main character for a story segment?
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide.
Press H. H did nothing.
The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud.
Yeah, H does nothing.
Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this. Quickly.
They actually made Lupa the real main character. You have the prompt then to check the script? Alright, let's... I think it's over here. Is it this book? Ooh. When Lupa's form was overtaken by the girl resonating with the Threnodian, all your suspicions aligned. The Threnodian had set its gaze on the Septimont Central Hub. Ooh. You refused to end the story by becoming the protagonist and murdering Lupa, as Frolova suggested. Instead, you place your trust in her and stay behind. So Lupa is going through this all by herself, essentially to do Rover's job for them. Otherwise, we would have had to kill Lupa and just do it ourselves. That's crazy. Okay, I see now. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess she's the new Lord Arbiter today, ladies and gents.
In a past story, I came here with Kartathea.
You know what I realize now, what this is like? This is like Fleur-de-Lis holding back the Threnodian the whole time, and then Rover comes to, like, fight her. Now I feel like this is Lupa holding, or this is Rover holding back the Threnodian, and then Lupa has to go find them. That's what it seems like. This is a good parallel to Kartathea fighting the Threnodian. It's a nice parallel, or it's a nice parallel. Oh yeah, she's got the
Look at you.
space
You can't
aids.
go on much longer.
Oh, is this where she dies?
I feared as much. Then this is where we...
She's turning into a
Stop.
mushroom.
Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
Hey, at least she'll turn into a pilgrim shell and we can farm her
You
for
didn't
echoes.
forget. Someone
True.
stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Erased?
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Gardathia. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
But that was in a Sonaro.
That's right. My city is beautiful.
Seems like everyone doesn't really
When
like
the
Cristoforo
autumn
anymore.
wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Renacita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Oh, she's big mad. Oh, she's big mad.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
I feel like one of the plot holes that I feel like might sort of exist here is what the fuck is like Augusta? What are Augusta and like Yuno doing right now? Right, like where are they? Was it like just Lupa that got like trapped inside? Are they just like chilling? Like, you know.
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness.
Do we know who the other vessels are?
Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help.
That's
I
me.
believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Well, those are some famous last words.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
Oh, is this where she got the frequency from? Oh, she could just do that?
All right, Garcia. I'll try my best.
Oh, is she about to get faded right here?
First, tell me, what is that person's name?
Close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
This was way back in the past, right? She already moved past this in the story and like found Cristoforo and stuff. Or are we gonna end up playing her inside of this thing? Because she already, like, fought Arsenosa and, like, blew up a tower.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus.
Alright.
Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake.
So how much of that original competition was Mia and how much of it was Lupa?
What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago?
Was 2.4 just to complete, like, the first half? Was that actually just the Thernodian the entire time? If it was, that's actually terrifying.
After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory.
All I know is Lupa fucking hates the Silvas. Yeah, she hates them all after all that shit that happened in her trailer.
And watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt. All gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try.
This reminds me of version 2.2. Kind of like that Avenolium section where you had to, like, break all of, like, these different platforms and, like, unlock the map.
It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving.
Alright, what does this do? It's another Kuro bot. It's a Septibot bot. It's a Septibot. Brother.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
Wait, what if I like try to like... What if I try to climb on the dude? What's gonna happen right now? I could just climb on him while he's moving. Okay, it's sort of fucking up, but you can just climb on the dude while he's moving? Wait, that's crazy. Wait, this is fucking sick. Hey, I'm trying to have some fights like this, man. I'm trying to fight people or like fight the Dark Tide or the Thermodian or some shit while like two Gundams are like battling. Wait, that's crazy. That's badass. All right, is she gonna have a team or are we just soloing this? I guess we are soloing this. I guess what this means is that Lupa is not gonna have a character story quest, guys, because this actually just seems like her entire story quest right here. How is she gonna throw the spear from here? What's she about to... Brother. Huh? The Shadow of the Colossus moment was sick, not gonna lie. I mean, that is so cool. That they have like these climbable fucking things. Low key. Oh my god. What, why are they just having Karasaur jump scares, bro? He came out just to throw a rock at us. Oh god. All I know is, with only one character in my team, this is gonna be a bit of an issue. Oh, they already know. Ease, get cooked, brother. She yawns when she parries. Yeah, she's a little bit bad-mannered. Yeah, Lupa's actually kind of toxic. I don't know if you guys have heard her voice lines in combat. She's like, if she played like MOBAs in 2025, she would be chat restricted. Yeah, she would be chat restricted. 1,000,000% she would be. Honestly, after seeing her throw all of these spears, I'm a little bit disappointed there aren't more spear throws in her kit.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower.
It would have actually been pretty badass for her ultimate to have been like a gigantic spear throw. I think that would have been kind of cool, actually. Yeah, like the gigantic spear throw from her trailer. She only has one spear. Well, look at what she does with her spear here, boys. You ready for this?
I'll end you.
She kicks it at them. She literally summons it out of thin air. Every resonator can summon their weapons out of thin air. Ooh, am I getting like some rendering bugs here? Ooh, Kuro Games. Wuthering Waves.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? Huh. The copper mirror is calling.
The fuck? Do I just hit this?
The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Bro, that thing looks like a chicken wing. Oh!
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimonte's current F4 doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected.
Is he talking about killing Augusta?
With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
Ooh, it's a little bit tricky how that one turned out, didn't it,
I do not
bucko?
work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont.
Oh, she's a little stupid.
Some of
then.
us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices.
Is she like old then? Forgotten the terror of living at sea, but hasn't it been like fucking a long ass time since they were at sea? She's hag
We'll
maxing,
speak of
bro.
other matters later. But tell me,
She ancient.
why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
What the hell are they cooking up in
The
here?
heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special.
Oh, now she's talking shit. I
If
see
it
how
weren't
it
for
is.
those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest.
Ooh, okay. I think it's pretty clear
Winning
what's
the
going on
Grand
now.
Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin, and I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
I see what's going on. Yeah,
So
they said
Mia's
something
been
about
dead all
creator,
this
and I don't
time.
think Cristoforo is talking about.
didn't
I
leave Septimont
don't think
when she
Cristoforo is
vanished.
talking about some
The sea took her.
Regunese parents. Am I not allowed to turn this thing on? This is a residence neck. It's a fucking waypoint. Why can't I turn it on? Okay, all right, bro. Maybe it'll be automatically unlocked later. It's on? Well, it doesn't look on my map, bro. What the hell is this? A soaked record. Their experiments' results were regularly sent to another location where they were destroyed. This place is both frigid and technologically advanced.
You get first dibs.
What does that mean? Is it like fucking Mount Firmament, bro? Maybe that's what it is, Mount Firmament. All right, where are we off to? Let's go.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. The irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city.
Oh, we got a Forlova conversation.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea.
So her body didn't rot at
The
all.
data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, It wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea.
Now I'm wondering, where did
Before
Bu
her
Ling
death,
even get this fucking mirror
Mia
from,
also
bro?
attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself.
Like, Bu Ling's mirror seems incredibly fucking crazy. And I guess the other thing that we're seeing over here is that I guess Cristoforo's playwriting is actually so fucking crazy that it impacts reality.
I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger.
Ooh, so only a bit of it is left.
I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood.
Literal seppuku?
Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference.
I wonder how interested
Blessed
Frolova
maiden
is in this conversation.
single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life.
Ooh.
A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I feel like bro kind of sounds like he's pleasuring himself to this. Not gonna lie, he does seem like one of those type of dudes. Yeah, hey, we need to execute him ASAP. Yeah,
I
no,
don't care for
he
your
sounds
taste, Cristoforo.
Oh, based. Hey, based. Yeah, she's done with this shit. Yeah, she don't like that. Yeah, she think he a bit of a freak.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power.
It's an outro skill buff.
Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
I wonder who's gonna write this guy's
What
story.
if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate.
The VA is good.
If this play
This is
proves
Brandt's
Rover
VA.
worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Oh, but it's actually Lupa being the protagonist here, so I wonder how he's gonna feel about that. Yeah, you got cock-blocked, buddy. Stupid idiot.
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
Well, she's not very happy about that one. Disgusting. Lupa, what are your thoughts on Cristoforo's actions? Disgusting. A little bit based, yeah. Oh, yep, that judgment cut is sick. I love that shit. Yeah, cut that fucking Dark Tide. Oh. We gotta use the chicken wing again. I wonder what kind of crazy shit Cristoforo's gonna say this time. Oh.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title.
Lady of the Sea.
Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
I don't like how that thing looks.
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator.
A champion and the Lion Beast.
Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness?
Why does the Threnodian sound like a fucking insect, bro?
They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten?
This sounds like this would be like the voice that a spider would have in a game. This sounds like fucking Broodmother from Dota.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Yeah, this would be like the voice a snake has, bro.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you, and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
Yeah, bro. I feel like if you were under the Thenodian's influence, you'd probably become an alcoholic.
No.
Yeah, just because you're blackout drunk all the time, and you don't have to listen to this annoying shit. Just be like,
Hush,
shut up,
it
bitch.
matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Yeah, this is the only way I know to get you to shut up. I wonder how much more of like this sort of like duo protagonist storytelling Kuro's gonna do. I guess one thing about it is that it's cool to see the other perspective. I just wouldn't want it to become like HSR where they overdo it. You brush your fingers across it lightly, instantly sensing the damn chilling presence that once passed through this place. Though weakened, it still radiates an oppressive majesty, an unbearable might, and a creeping corruption that permeates everything. Yep, sounds like Leviathan. Fortunately, in this story, in a story where death constantly reaps its scythe, you've grown used to facing it. Okay. To sell banner characters, they're gonna do it more? Well, they did it for Cartithia, but we only played Cartithia for like 2 minutes. This is like an entire hour-plus segment of playing Lupa.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands?
Her gift?
Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance?
Having a resonance ability, having that tail?
Now, I don't think like that anymore.
Oh, here we go. Is it time for the boss fight, boys?
The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Cartithia spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath.
Yeah, now she's a vegetable. She's a fungus.
A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you!
Oh, she's kind of cooking.
Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartithia, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Oh shit, she's kind of popping off. Yeah, I don't think the Thenodian's very happy about that one. You've talked your last shit. Pause. Hello?
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request.
What is Lupa just like seeing all of like version 2.2.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
Hey, I think a black screen with white text would have been better. To be honest, this is a little bit mid.
I believe in you. Warrior.
Yeah, no, this is what a wasted development resources. Just do it the HSR way. Do it the Genshin way. What are these devs doing, man? How dare they? Oh, it's now time for our destined encounter. Oh, you're cooked, buddy. I've been practicing my rotations in a hyperbolic time chamber. You stand no chance, dumbass Threnodian. Bitch-ass Leviathan. Fucking... Even with the power of fucking magic mushrooms, you're cooked, buddy.
I swear by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Oh, shit! All right.
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of the babes and of the aged. With sharp blades
Bro,
and silver
give her some teammates so she can use her outro skill.
and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
Give her some teammates.
What right do you have to judge the people of Ridasita? Mere total end of dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death.
Damn, Lupa's just talking shit in the background.
Into the spotlight with me! Triumph and the spear tip! Please, Bill! Together we howl!
Unite with me.
Try that again.
Is this the new weekly boss? Yeah, this is like Morning Ike's inspired for sure.
Glory is upon us!
A human life is nothing more than a screen between life and death. Pray to me.
E? Huh? Oh, that was her intro skill.
The fight is on! With me! With me! To victory! Together we howl!
Oh, there we go. That was some nice music. All right, let's see it, Lupa. Oh, that thing looks terrifying, bro.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud, pitiful, cry, love.
Bro, she transformed into it?
Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this
Oh, she's so dead.
There is no greater joy in this world.
Oh, she is cooked.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
Wait.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Wait, that's actually
dear
hilarious.
Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
And she's back in the real world, huh? And Cartithia's back too. What a crazy cinematic. That was actually wild. That was actually really fucking good. Holy. Holy. That was like, there were at least 17 different wallpapers in there, bro. But the flashbangs this patch are crazy. Yo, stop it. Stop it. Just give me a black screen instead.
It's real! Both of you are safe.
We're like a little happy family. Look at that. We're like a little happy family, bucko. I think that's a wallpaper right there. Yes, sir.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimond. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Not gonna lie, it kind of feels like Cartithia did the least this patch. She already got her story, so it makes sense.
Phew, finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
Where was this little asshole the entire patch? I actually missed him.
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
True, yeah, what the fuck were you up to?
Wait, we're already in Septimon?
Alright, we need to cancel him.
I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me.
Yeah, this guy, he needs to be canceled immediately.
First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthia? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
Your echo? That's all Abby is?
What happened while I was out?
Hey, bro, just watch the VOD.
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this
Just watch the
story's
VOD,
blank, shall
Abby.
we?
Oh boy, well, goodbye, Doomsday. See you later. What the fuck, bro? The source. Fiction. Huh. Then the last fight. Surely they're gonna think of some way to, like, let us replay some of the cutscenes and stuff. This seems like one way to do it. Fiction. If this is fiction, then does that mean that this technically wasn't actually real? So this whole situation with the Silvas and stuff was not actually real. It's real, but happened inside of a story. Now I'm wondering what's actually fucking real, bro. As you walk out of the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within your tacit mark. Okay, cool. After days of separation, you're finally reunited. She looks into your eyes, cracks a smile, and gestures in a different direction. Together, you walked to welcome the lone wolf returned from the flames. Lupa embraces both of you tightly, and you feel her tremble as worry gives way to delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. This is a story co-written by you, Kartithia, and Lupa, and now it's coming to an end. Okay, I'm like still slightly confused. Okay, what's going on here, bucko?
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide, it must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the Dark Tide, unable to escape, until she saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts.
So that's why Abby wasn't there. The world was literally fake.
It had taken control of Mia's corpse and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it,
I mean, she just confirms it here.
To collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know?
So
I'll hold nothing back.
So what was actually going on? So was any of 2.4 actually in the real Septimont?
My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control.
Oh, so she would compete under the Silva family, and then she would get corrupted.
The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then, in the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonora world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Kartithia didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Kartithia saved me. The me who had lost her role and her... We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true... Yet in the end,
makes sense.
My role was claimed by the Threnodian, and my body disappeared before Kartithia's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Kartithia gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Many years ago, Mia cast herself, but Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the dead. For years,
makes sense.
They subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, the Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse. Turning it into the last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it. Tortured and ravaged.
Ooh, that's a little fucked up.
I'll hold nothing back. Oh,
yeah, let's we got some necromancers over here.
I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well, though thinking of Mia still upsets me.
Hopefully we'll get some closure on the whole Mia situation.
Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
This is a pretty dark story, to be honest.
You also set her free.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Kartithia, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior.
All right, now let's get the Kartithia side point of view.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately said it was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time, and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Thronet. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Nia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit.
Guys, legitimately, there's no way we're able to resolve this without the book that Frolova gave us.
Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script.
Gotcha.
Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Okay, tell me about these
Lupa
roles and
I
stories.
formed a few theories during our... In this Sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identity. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory.
Okay, so you don't want that to happen.
In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks. A limitation of his resonance ability.
You know what I'm wondering now? What if Cristoforo ends up being like some sort of NPC that lets us re-witness like certain story events? Like, let's just say there's like a story event where Jinxie dies, right? During her second reawakening, or her second resonance awakening. Or like Dreamless wins and kills Jian, right? And then that's how we explore like some of those stories.
This is why he
That'd be
erased
interesting.
Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the dark tide upon... Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinels. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa.
Gotcha.
I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Renacita. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One,
Scar and Frolova.
Surely they must be Frolova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacita?
True.
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly.
Isn't he in jail?
I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous? The
That's about
Threnodian's
it.
frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger.
I think this has definitely been one of the craziest story arcs in like a game before. Like a gacha game before, 1000%. And it's like, I think it's like 4 hours total, right?
Now
It's
that
not
I
even
think of
that
it,
long.
This could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cordelia.
Oh! I don't know. I don't think Shorekeeper's gonna like that, bucko. You better... time out, buddy boy. You do realize she's gonna come into contact with Camellia and Shorekeeper, right, buddy? You sure that's a good idea?
They've been dealing with the Thenodian for years. You should go there and run some tests.
Oh.
They'll know how to handle what's coming.
Yep, she's gonna die if she goes to the Black Shores.
Shores.
She's gonna die.
Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go. There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there. The Threnodians...
Okay, whoopsies. Lupa was saying something, but I guess we won't hear it. All right, time to go. Okay, the central hub is fucking far, bro. Oh, that's why there's no enemies here. I was once talking about how Septimont felt like empty. It's because I guess the story quest takes place here. Okay, maybe they'll spawn enemies here now. Oh, shit. Wait, let's reenact the scene.
Caught now.
All right, she hit it.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place.
Mm-hmm. Future summoning spot? This place is sick.
You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes?
Yeah, I remember Imperator was a completely useless pile of garbage and still is, to be
For the
honest.
Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories.
Yeah, it just gave them fucking everything, bro. Actually
For this
worthless.
reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
They're so useless, they couldn't even remember the one useful thing they did. And so we had to find it out ourselves, that they weren't actually completely useless.
The knowledge they would later forget.
What kind of fucking crazy ass EDM is in the background over here, bro? Wait, what is this fucking future base?
It was a secret. One the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within
It's a fucking PGR
I heard a special
soundtrack.
frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it.
Hey, get your hands off my frequency, lady. Give that shit back.
It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction.
Huh. I like how Lupa's just here, she's here just for the emotional support.
You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont.
Oh, yeah?
The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus's power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
Oh, yeah?
That direction. It leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning Tacit Discords.
The Blight Cloud.
The dark tide connects everything.
Okay.
I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest.
Oh, she's so happy. Oh, she's so happy too. Oh, they're
Lupa,
both so happy.
Will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Doesn't she have to go to the Black Shores? Isn't there like a
It would be my honor.
bit of an issue she has to deal with? I guess we got
before
time
we
for
go-
vacation.
There's something I need to do first.
What is that something? Oh, pay some respects to Mia. Oh yeah, that's Mia's sword. What's that? You
It's
know what
Mia's
it is.
sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon.
I bet it's a 3-star.
This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters.
Oh, I see why this is Lupa's ascension mat.
So, I think...
Damn, they put the ascension mats in the story.
She would have wanted to rest here.
Griffin's call, banners gold, glory hums beyond the Colosseum.
Intro song used as the finale. Wait, this goes kind of hard too, bro. This goes kind of hard right here. Holy brother. Now that is something right there. That is something right there. Good golly.
Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Damn, now this is giving me Elden Ring vibes right there. Holy. All right, well, I guess that is the whole end of that quest, ladies and gentlemen. We got some more scenes unlocked over here. And I guess reality is... Wait, I didn't see this shit yet. Was I supposed to see this in a cutscene? Damn, they're spoiling me, bro. Hey, why are they spoiling me like that? All right, so I guess there's some more teasers and stuff from the new patch. There's some after story quests. You can like interact with Mia's sword. Yeah, that'll probably all be some stuff that I do later. But yeah, now that we're at the end, I think it's time to do a bit of a, and I bet you can probably revisit that area again. You probably just walk in here. Yeah, we'll probably give our final thoughts on this over here. Yeah, I'm glad you can revisit this area. So I have to say, that second half of the quest, it started off a little slow. To be fair, it started off a little bit slow. Just like as you're like getting all the materials gathered and like going over to this Veil of Glory spot. But after that, super fast. And, you know, it's just like rapid fire stuff. The whole Lupa segment was very fun, very entertaining. And then they have like this whole like galaxy thing going on. I'm looking at the sky, not other stuff, right? It was solid. Very, very, very good. And when you consider that both of these were released in the same patch, guys, I have to rate this like close to like a 9+ out of 10. A 9+ out of 10. And when people experience this later, doing like all of 2.4 at once instead of having it split across the patch, yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 9.5, 9.79. Legitimately. Look in quests. Yeah, it looks like there's just some follow-up stuff. Yeah, they have an after story as well. The turmoil in Septimont has been resolved. Enjoy the beautiful sunset with your companion. Okay. I guess we'll check that one out then. Is her Forte circuit engaged right now? What's going on, bro? Lupa.
You've come, warrior.
She's fucking drunk, bro. Nah, she's sloshed, bro.
Are you drinking?
Dude, she is fucking turnt.
Just wheat juice.
Wait, is this the second alcoholic character? The first
Sure.
one is Brant.
Wheat juice.
Ah, today you... Oh, you smell nice. Like dried wheat. Warm.
Is she crazy? What is going on here, bro? Do you really have that wolf sense of smell?
My forte gave me the tail. But it seems my nose is keener than most. Huh.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Bro, why is she so wasted?
It's good to have my fellow warrior by my side.
Wheat juice, my bad.
Lupa, you've had enough wheat juice. Sit. Take a break for a moment.
Gathering wives? More like gathering alcoholics, bro.
Even though it's over, there's still a heaviness. A drink helps.
He's gathering a real housewife. That's what it sounds like.
I've
Took
sent
her
word
right out of one of
to
the
FA's
reality
palace
shows.
about Domina Julia. But finding the silvers that fled will take time. 4 years ago, Augusta won the title of champion. Since becoming F4, much of the corruption tied to the arena has been cleared. If Mia had lived, perhaps things would have been different.
That shit was 20 years ago, brother. Just chill on that. That was 20 years ago.
Sometimes I wonder, what would my life have been like if my parents hadn't handed me over to the Silvers when we first came to Septimont? Huh. Just like one of those stories with the different endings.
Have you ever thought about living a different life, Lupa?
Yeah, you should come over to Black Shores as well.
No need. I'm content with what I have.
you should go check it out. Damn, wait, she drank like all of those?
For everything gained, something is lost. But through it all, I met you. That's enough. Life
I see.
is an arena. Victory and defeat are a part of that.
A
No
wasted
one wins
wolf.
forever. The more victories, the higher the expectation, and the heavier the weight of defeat.
Madam, you're violating my personal
Do you fear
space.
that one day you might face defeat?
Do you fear that one day you might face defeat? No. No, because I'm the playable character. I'm the protagonist.
That suits you well. To move forward without the burden of a lofty vow is a light.
Yeah, if anything, I can just wail. I could just pull on the banner. Mid-fight, actually.
Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone. I may not have your strength, but should you call, I will meet you on the battlefield, no matter the distance.
Nice 2D
I
art there,
swear it.
Kuro Games.
By the eternal sun.
Nice 2D art there, Kuro Games. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of appreciation for this one. Is that the after quest? That's it? All right. Well, I guess we get permanent access to her hotel room, too. Who knows what that means? All right. Now let's move on. We got the Cartithia after quest. And let's see how this one goes. There's also a Boo Ling one. I'm not doing that one. I don't care about her. She finally gets to enjoy Septimont without having to beat the shit out of a bunch of echoes. Yeah, all she did when she got here was just fight shit. This might be the first break she's had. Scare her, surprise her. Didn't save me a bite.
gone now. But I'll ask the tavern keeper if he can prepare something for you later.
Clearly, she's a bit hungry.
The Laura's
She's a bit of
salad
an
was
eater.
as delightful as ever. Well worth reacquainting myself with, so I can make a bowl myself. Fresh, crisp, sweet. Come, sit with me. Let's enjoy a moment of peace.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be able to eat that entire pizza by herself, bro. That thing is kind of big, gigantic.
Yes, and so, I've been thinking about what I vowed to you before. To savor the things I desire, visit the places I long for, and meet those I wish to see.
A D1 eater.
To become a roving knight is my true ambition.
Hey, if
I
you don't
wish
have her
this was
signature,
something to be
don't get
experienced,
mad.
One step at a time.
If you don't have her sig, don't get mad.
I'd say your first wish has already been fulfilled.
The third too, though by unexpected means.
Who are those people?
Those are my adoptive parents. And their child.
Wait. Her parents are alive? Huh? Rover's got grandparents? Or Rover's got a father and a mother-in-law?
Perhaps it was fate's cruel jest. I couldn't find any trace of them after they moved from Raguna. But here in Septimont, I discovered where they had resettled.
She's the same. She's like a... Cartithia's like a hag, too. She's actually like 40-something. She's like 30, 40-something.
Only...
In gacha terms, not real life terms.
The truth that I was their daughter was a memory the Threnodian crafted for them, disappearing when it was sealed away in the tower.
Oh.
I don't know what they went through after that fateful day, but at least they are still alive.
Ooh,
walk
they don't
here
remember
every
who she
day,
is.
So I come and sit for a while to watch them from a distance.
Ooh, that's a little sad.
Cartithia.
Oh. Now
It's
I
all
wish you
right.
didn't know.
In fact, I'm at peace with it now.
Ooh. That's a bit of a bummer.
If they had died because of the Order's heavy hand, I would have felt true pain. But this is the best outcome I could hope for.
Ooh.
To live 20 years with the weight of a lost child. I don't want to imagine that kind of torment.
Ooh.
Besides, through all these twists of fate, all three of my wishes have been fulfilled.
Oh, so actually, Fraxidus are good guys, because
Now,
they made
if I
Cartithia
crave a
happy.
Laura salad, I can prepare it myself and savor its taste. And I still have many years ahead to see the world and the places I long to visit.
Wait, these are like death flags, bro. I think she's gonna die next patch now.
As for the people
Wait,
I
this is
hope
literally
to
what
meet,
people say in anime before they die.
This unexpected journey led me to find them in another city.
Well, they did it again. This time it's for her.
The winds of Rinascita always seem to bring me what I seek. I am content.
Well. I guess those are our two epilogues, and I guess that's where we're gonna leave it over here. So to just add on to my final story review, I gotta say, yeah, this second half of 2.4, it did start off like a little bit slow, but I think like the way it ramped up, Lupa kind of becoming like the protagonist, doing all of that, going through the arc, her fighting Mia, all of that stuff,
In my
it was
previous
actually...
match, I slipped and left.
It was a bit of a banger. It was a bit of a banger. I know that there's a third epilogue. I'm not watching it because I don't care about the character. But yeah, solid stuff. Very, very happy with what they've done. And I'm excited to see What is she doing with the chair? I'm excited to see what's going to happen with Septimont moving forward. Because boy, oh boy, we still got a couple of other characters. We got the Augustas, we got the Yunos, we got all of that to really settle and explore further. We got a little bit of taste of what they have to offer. And of course, right, we got to think about all the other drip marketed characters that have come out, right? Your Chu Yans, your Chishas, all of that. And then how it's going to weave into, I guess, the last half of version 2. But yeah, great stuff, great story. I think a lot more people will want to be pulling Lupa than they might have before after, you know, experiencing, getting to see all that, getting to see that characterization. Great job, Kuro Games. Yeah, I think at this point it is some of the best story that we have in Gacha. So yeah, that'll be that. Let me know what you all think. Peace.